guys, and welcome back to the Chaotic Kids channel, where I, Michelle, document my life here on YouTube as I'm trying to become a full-time author while also trying to traverse the world of multiple personalities. Today we are going to get started on draft 4 of book 7, so let's get into it. Hey guys, today is the 31st of March. Gosh, I'm losing it today. And we are working on book 7, draft 4. So book 7 is the start of season 2 of Bugztopia. I really don't know how else to describe it other than the fact that it is following different bugs now. So instead of Officer Francis and Officer Renee, we are following Officer Ryan and Officer Bug. They are two characters that we are following as they discover, as they go through the same time frame as the first 6 books of the series goes, but this is now just taking it in a different perspective and a different light. So instead of following Renee and Francis's thought processes, they keep interacting with Queen, who's the main villain or one of the main villains. Instead, this is how Ryan and Bug are just living life while all that's happening in the sidelines. Well, not in the sidelines, it's the sidelines of their story, but it's happening in the sidebar. But then we'll eventually hit them and be like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. So that's what I'm working on. I am starting off with 23,179 words in the book. I didn't realize book 7 was that long. I think that's even longer than... Oh, wait. It's not quite longer than book 5, but it is getting close. Yeah. And that's not even including, so I have it already all formatted on Word, because that's just where I format it. I have, all the extra, front pages, back, all the front, I have all the extra pages in it. And it's only, less than 1,000 words, smaller than book 5. Book 5 is already a pretty chunky book, so I'm just like, okay. But yeah, we're getting started with that. So my game plan with this draft is to just get it to the point where, I'm reacquainted with the story. So right now, I'm going to do is just reread it, put inputs, okay, I'm oh, this needs to be strengthened or anything like that. And then I'm copying and pasting it into Google Docs. And there I will send it over to my editor/beta reader. I plan on getting it to her hopefully by next week. My game plan is to finish doing it this week, and there's 20 chapters in it, so I have until Friday probably to do that, and then next week I'll send it off to her. Yeah, that's the game plan. Sorry, I'm kind of here and kind of not here right now. Yeah, I'm going to turn on some videos and just get into reading. I think I'm going to try to shoot for 5 chapters edited. Yeah, or at least 4. 5 or 4. But yeah, I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye. Hey guys, today is April 1st. How have you guys been? So, yesterday was a rough day. I wanted to work on more than just one chapter, but all I did was work on one chapter yesterday. I even, I took out words, which is good, because I was 23,000 words, a pretty beefy book, and I was just starting it. So I'm glad that I just, took away words, and I feel like the chapter is a lot stronger now, which really makes me feel a lot better. Granted, this is my first time back into the story since a while. So it's good to just get back to reacquainted with the story. This morning I've already reread chapter 1, just to make sure it looks good. I think it's a lot better. Not a lot better, but I think it's better than what it was to begin with. Even from yesterday, I feel like it was a little bit better. Mostly because the grammar is a little bit better. But today I would like to see if I can get 5 chapters edited. Because, originally I wanted to do 5 chapters a day, or at least 4 chapters a day. And then that would get me done by Friday, but I'm gonna have to reassess that. Because there's 20 chapters in this book. I'm only on chapter 2. So, yeah. And the rest of the week, I've got work. So I need to just push it out today. I think. But yeah, so that's the game plan. I will see you guys tomorrow. Or sometime other. Bye. Hey guys, today is April 3rd. I don't think I've updated you guys since Tuesday. And I remember Wednesday I recorded a video that'll go up, I think, on the 8th. And then this video will go up on the 15th. But it was about it was a video about all the books that I'm reading. I was reading quite a few. I was in the middle of reading Sarah Cannon's Beautiful Demons, and I actually finished that book. It makes me want to go and get another book of hers, to continue reading the series, but I'm like, no. Well, it's not that I necessarily, it's a bad thing, it's just I need to finish reading all the other books that I have, and then we can maybe go back and get, book 2 in the series. But there's still so many other books that I want to read, so it might be on the back burner. But yeah, so I'm going to be reading the Nocturnals, I think is what it's called, during my days before work. And then in the evening, nighttime, I'm going to be reading the Real Not Perfect. I think that's the book. It's the Christian one. But yeah, so that's that game plan. But we are here for book 7. So I have got to chapter 13 of editing. I am at 23,409 words written. Well, technically it's just, I have edited those words, but I've added only 300 words to the story, which is good because I wanted to not necessarily bulk it up. It's already at 23,000, and book 5 was at 24,000, I think. And I don't want any books to be bigger than book 5. So that's that. I also cleaned off my desk because it was getting a little cluttered and a little dusty. So I did that. I also put stuff away. So if you can see down here in this little cubby hole, those are all my proof copies that I've ordered in the books. So I put 1 through 5 of these covers, well, the new covers with the Amazon barcode, down there. And I'm just going to get ready to read book 6. I am wanting to get this pre-order set up. It's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be July 15th is when this book comes out. I think. I really think that's right. But so it's July 15th is when that book comes out. I want to get it set up and put on. But I have something else I've been thinking about. So I believe I've told you guys I'm wanting to release an omnibus. I have the cover art already designed for it. I just need to, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the extra scenes that I have written. So I wrote 3 extra scenes that I would like to ideally have written for all my books. Well, okay, not for all my books, but for my seasons. So the first season, the green season, I would I already have 3 extra scenes written. And then season 2, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be separating into 2 parts for the omnibus. And I would like to have 3 extra scenes for each one. So I'm what do I do with these extra scenes besides put them in the omnibus? I want people to read them, and I want people to enjoy them. And, I originally was oh, I'm going to have this set up as, if I ever did, a mailing list or newsletter signups and stuff like that, maybe I'll do that. But I'm I don't see myself doing that for Shelley. I don't see myself doing it as an author, at least for Shelley's pen name. I could be wrong. I just don't see it. And it's not going to happen until, I'm making money and actually making money off my books, But it's still just something I'm what do I do with these extra scenes? So part of me is I put them in the back of book 6, but book 6 is already a pretty chunky book. Well, I say chunky. It's not chunky like some books. But for a chapter book, I feel like this is a good size. And I'm just like, okay, so what do I do? And I'm like, what if I really don't know. Because, like, I feel mean to have people, like, buy books 1 through 6 and then also buy the omnibus to get the extra scenes. Like, that just seems a little excessive. Maybe because I'm a good person and don't, like, I do want people to buy the omnibus, but, like, I'm only ever planning on selling the omnibus on Amazon. So it's just like, what do I do kind of thing. Yeah, so I'm going to be thinking about it. I have a lot to think about with the omnibus, and I guess I should probably start thinking about it more often because the omnibus is planning on coming out in August, which, granted it's only the 4th month and that's the 8th month, but, like, still, I need to get that thinking. Yeah. So I got some thinking to do. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I took a breath there. But yeah, so I'm going to get to chapter 17 in book 7 today. Then I'm going to be doing some proofreading / final read through of book 6. Trying to get to chapter, I don't know what's halfway through this book. Chapter 9. I want to get to chapter 9 in this. And then figure out what I'm going to do with the omnibus, maybe. But that seems like a lot of work today, so I don't know if I'll do it after working a full shift. But yeah, I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye. Guys, today is April 4th. It is a Friday, meaning it is the end of this vlog, but also I am glad it's the end of the vlog because I finished book 7 up. So I've finished it. I'm about ready to send it to my editor, my beta reader, and yeah, so book 7 is done. It is sitting at a grand total of 23,859 words, and that is including the front matter and the back matter. Even though it's not all of the back matter, it's just part of it. Yeah, it's got the thank you and the author bio kind of section to it, but it needs the first chapter of chapter 1. Needs the first chapter of book 8. I am sorry, I am struggling and I don't know why. But so this one is going to be sent off to my beta reader. Hopefully she will get back to me by the end of this month. She usually takes like a week or so to edit. Not edit, but read it. Well, I guess she does do a little editing too. And then with that, I will then... Sorry, I'm blanking. I will then implement all of her changes. Then I will do a read through, like a listen through Word. And document all that, and I will also then write down so I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's a notebook underneath there that has like all of my characters, like not necessarily like it's just like all the characters that are in that book, if that makes sense, and a little introduction to the new ones, like if it's Miss Honey, for example. Miss Honey's story is, it'll have like Miss Honey or Miss Margaret Honey, an elderly bee who owns Honey Beehive. That is what will be written in it. And then I will also I say implement, but it's then also add that to a Google Doc where I've also got all the names written down and stuff, so it's all that. I'm having so much fun. I'm sorry, that was me exaggerating. I love this book series, and I'm glad I'm doing it. It's a lot. I never would have expected that I would be on book 7. And then on top of that, I'm like, I am trying to write book 17, and I'm like, I never thought I would get to that point either. So it's a lot. But yeah. So probably next week's video will probably be me writing book 17. I don't know why I paused so much. It'll be me writing book 17 until I get my beta readers' feedback back. But probably even then, it'll probably be this whole month of writing book 17, and hopefully by sometime this month, I will be getting the edits back from my editor for book 16. I'm a little hesitant about book 17 because, like, I've tried writing it like 4 different times, and I don't know what it is, but like it just does not. It's not flowing, and I'm not sure what's exactly going on. I was watching a Sarah Cannon video, and she was like, sometimes you need to just like take a step back and just like think like, what is it like? Just take a whole step back and be like, what is it that's like what you know, and then sometimes like putting that on like its head and being like, do you actually know this kind of thing? Um, and like part of me is like, I can do that, but like I don't know, like it's part of a full series, you know, like it's 17 in the Bugztopia series, and like I don't necessarily want like each season to be like controversial to like the first season, or like not have everything like, how do I put this? I don't want the story to be like each season I do something different, if that makes sense. Like this, it's supposed to be like a very continuous series, but like just slightly different stories for each one. And I'm like, I can't change it too much because then it'll be completely different from season 2. And so it's just like, I don't know. So I'm thinking. Um, and I'm also like, maybe I should just put this at, like, start a whole new series, and call this Insectopolis, just because then I won't be set in the same world. Well, I'll still be set in the same world, it's just, I won't have to, like, try to figure out stuff so hard for the Bugztopia series, if that makes sense. Like, trying to connect everything and stuff, I don't know. I don't know. And like I try to talk to my nephew about it, but it's like it's hard to talk to him. Like I need writing friends. So if you guys are writers out there, please comment down below and like I'll talk to you. Like because like I'm just struggling, like trying to figure out what to do exactly, because it's all part of the same series, but like I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. I never thought, and like, part of me is also like, this season, so season 3 of books, this Insectopolis world, I'm like, this isn't, I still need to go back to Bugztopia and finish writing that world, and I have so many ideas for this series, it is ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. And, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want, like, sorry, I'm just gonna be ranting a little bit here. I'm also like my niece. I don't know if I've told you guys like this, but she's currently 3, almost 4. She realizes that I write books, and she's starting to like kind of ask for a book series. I'm waiting until she's a little older, but I'm like, by the time she's say 7, like when my nephew asked, I don't envision myself being done with Bugztopia. And like, I'm like, how am I going to write this series for her, write this series for my nephew that's not done yet, and also write the other 2 book series that I'm trying to write for Grace and Maris? How am I to do all this? How? Yeah. So it's gonna be kind of interesting for the next couple months and years and writing and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I will see you guys next week when we are working on book 17, hopefully, and me hopefully just work trying to power through as many books as I can right now. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye.